This is an example of how other people telling you what they believe is a flaw about you, and when you have not accepted the things about yourself, you actually believe them. Hey, beautiful people. I am Shemeka Wright, your self-care advocate, and this is Balanced Life. This week, our topic is flaws. But before we get into that, you know we must do what? Our candle of the week. Well, this week you have 4 options because our early bird Black Friday sale has kicked off, and it's a BOGO. You buy one, you get one. 50% off. So it is our 9-ounce candles. We do have a teakwood musk. This is a white minerals. This is pineapple mojito, which is side note, this was created after one of my favorite drinks. And the last one is a oak moss in amber. I will have all of the details available for you in the description, but these are our early Black Friday sale items. You get 4, buy one, get one, 50% off. Don't miss out. It is while supplies last. And please note that these candles will not be restocked once they are sold out. Okay? BOGO! All right, let's get into our topic. When you heard the word flaw, I'd be willing to bet that a negative connotation came across your mind. Why? Because when we hear the word flaw, we automatically associate it with something is wrong with you. But depending on who it is that's talking to you about a flaw that may be about you, and whether or not you have accepted things about yourself makes a difference on whether or not you will see that as a flaw or not. Case in point. When I was younger, I used to kind of get teased at in my family, and I also would have a little bit of awkward social situations in my teenage years when I would show up. Because when I show up, I am theatrical, I am loud, I am dramatic. That is me. So in the home space, I would kind of get, you could tone that down. Why you could tone that down? And so, then I started thinking that something was wrong with me. But that was who I am. And then I go and I'm in my teenage space, right? And so, you're meeting different people, right? Different groups and stuff like that. And one of the things that I would hear is, why is she so loud? Why is she so loud? The thing is, though, I never struggled with confidence. But that doesn't mean that I didn't hear people when they said it. It doesn't mean I didn't hear it. And it did make me at one point in my life question, especially when I was much younger, questioning, well, why am I like that? Why am I like that? Am I supposed to be a little bit quieter? Am I supposed to be, I realized that as I had gotten into the corporate America space, though, some of that stuck with me. And it was, I would say, probably the foundation that was laid that presented itself to me to code switch, right? Because I didn't realize that there were many years when I was in a corporate America space where I was code switching. There would just be the way to just kind of, subdue. I still was myself, but just not as much of myself as I would have liked to be. All the while, I never felt good inside because I was not being my authentic self. This is an example of how other people telling you what they believe is a flaw about you, and when you have not accepted the things about yourself, you actually believe them. But see, I didn't realize that was happening in my subconscious. That was a part of me that believed that. So it wasn't until, I really started getting into being an adult on my own, having life experiences and stuff like that, that I just let more and more of me shine and thrive. And then I'm like, no, me being loud is not a flaw. Me being energetic, that's not a flaw. Me being theatrical, it's not a flaw. It's me. It's what makes me uniquely me. When you are on your balance journey, your healing journey, your growth journey, one of the best things that you can do for yourself is to be honest about who it is that you are, and then accept those things, even if it's things about you that you didn't like or you don't like. Because I thought at one point, I didn't like the fact that I was loud. I thought at one point, I didn't like the fact that I was theatrical. But then I realized the only reason why I didn't like those things about myself because I had yet to accept who it was that I was, how it was, and that I was beautifully made and perfectly fine just the way that I was. And if I end up being in environments where there were people who did not accept me, then guess what? That meant they weren't my damn people. That's all that meant. And that's okay. Everybody is not meant to rock in the same tribe. Okay? So flaws, accept you. You are the one that spends the most time with yourself. Okay? You come in this world by yourself and you're going to leave by yourself. You spend the most time with yourself. The best thing that you can do for yourself is be your own best friend. Now, on the flip side, when there are things about yourself that you have accepted about you and you want to work on them or you don't like them, then kudos to you for saying, okay, this is something about me that I don't like. This is something in an area that I think I can do better at, right? I'll give you an example of me. Everybody got toxic traits, sweetie. Everybody. And I got some. I do. I know you ain't think I did. I know. But those that know, I got some. One of my toxic traits is my cutoff game. The force is deep with this one. Okay. My cutoff game. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. I have to take it situationally. Okay. Another thing. I probably could use, a stern talking to and allowing for people to help me. Okay. I have done so much for so long on my own in an independent space. It's not that I don't want to help. It's just, it felt awkward for me. I don't know what to do with it. Right. So it's like things like that. And depending on the situation, it can work or it can't. I tend to associate myself with like a resume, okay? Because when, back in the day when I was job searching and everything, and they would do training on how to interview, one of the things that always comes up, what is your strengths? What is your weaknesses? And so in interview training, they would say for your weaknesses, you figure out a way to reframe it, to rephrase it so that your weaknesses appear as a strength. It wasn't until I started doing coaching, getting life coaching, and understanding that not only in the area of strength and weaknesses to figure out a way for your weaknesses to be a strength, your strengths also can be a weakness when they are overused. That is a toxic trait for me. My strengths, they're in your face, okay? It doesn't always work, but that is one of the things that I work on for me, right? So for me, I genuinely feel like in different situations, those things can be flaws. That is what the balance is about. That is what this healing is about. Because I never say that I am healed with an ED because I don't know. I have not experienced is a better way to say it. I have not experienced every single person, every type of scenario. I haven't experienced everything possible in this world. I only know what I know up until the point where I am right now. And for the choices that I am making for where it was that I was, where it is that I am, where it is that I'm going, and how it is that I'm learning from it, growing and evolving. I will check myself. I will put myself in time out. I will. But all of those things have happened as a result of saying, Shemeka, I love you as you are, flaws and all. And that's why one of the models under my BU candles, one of the themes is you are worth celebrating through every mood and experience, because you absolutely are. You want to know why? Because I am. I am worth celebrating through every mood and experience. Yeah, today might not be my best day, but if my eyes open tomorrow, I get another shot. And that's what this is about. It's about understanding who it is that you are, accepting who it is that you are, and moving forth with that. If you have to, check yourself, put yourself in timeout. If you have to, reassess. This is working for me. This is not. How is it that if this type of situation happens for me, I can manage it in the future? That's what it's about. It's constant check-in of yourself, who you are, and just saying, all right, maybe I might have developed a new trait that doesn't work. Maybe I might develop a new flaw, or saying, hey, I know where that flaw kind of came from. And that came from somebody else telling that to me, and I believed it and it's not true. Or that is something that I do. I accept that. Okay, let me try and make myself better for future. Once something is done, it's done. One of the other things that I also want you not to do is don't beat yourself up for the mistakes that you have already made. It's done. Water under the bridge, it's done. You can definitely move forward and try and make amends, but beating yourself up over something about yourself or a situation that cannot be undone, the past, it's a recipe for disaster. So the best thing that you can do for yourself always is to start here. Accept everything that's on the inside first, and then look at the outside. Because if the inside is accepted, you accepting that, you just glow. You glow. There's just such a light. You're just so bright when you are connected in the inside. Take that time. Go look in the mirror. Even if it has to just start with good morning, and whatever your name is, say it. If you have a nickname, use it. You could be your own boo. You could be your own best friend. Start there. Start by looking yourself in the mirror. If you are struggling with that, look at yourself in the mirror and say, you know what? I love you. And if it makes you cry to say that, if it makes you feel uncomfortable to say that, just know that that is a sign of change and growth. And you are to keep saying those things to yourself until you believe it and you accept you for exactly who you are. When you accept your flaws, that is a path of honesty. When you are honest, that is connected to integrity. And the sky is limitless from there. Okay, guys, that is this week's episode. I hope that you enjoyed it. As always, subscribe, comment, like, and share. And I am going to see you next week. So stay healthy, stay happy, stay balanced. Bye, guys.